They should have tried that. You have a 14-year-old with a gun.
Right. And the whole thing is that he had a gun. So like, just because he had a gun, that made Mr. Child, I guess, like justified for killing. But I think somebody said in the chat, Mr. Child shot 2 people prior to their death. Man, this makes a good claim for the FBAs and how they always talk about these different people having businesses in our neighborhoods and not fucking with us. Like that shit is fucked up. This is fucked up real bad. Like the way that Cyrus' mother screamed when they read the verdict, that shit it did something to me. I don't know, that was crazy. You got Cat in the audience talking about he deserved it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? He was 14.
But there's too many issues with this case, for me at least, just listening to it or even reading about it when it first came out.
What do you mean?
It's just too many issues. It's too many issues. It's just too many issues. I wouldn't have been chasing no kid down. If he stole a goddamn water bottle, I would have called the police. You put yourself in danger, number one. But then,
you wouldn't even call the police. You would have gave the kid the fucking water.
No, I wouldn't. I would have called the police. I'm sorry. You steal out my store, I'm calling the police. I'm not running outside chasing somebody. I don't know what the fuck they got. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting myself in danger, and I'm not putting that person in danger. I gotta make money. You can't just be stealing out my store. Shit, my mom won't let me get free food out the restaurant. Like, come on.
It's almost exactly what happened to that girl LA like 30 years ago. This is like history repeating itself.
What state did this happen in? Brooklyn, South Carolina.
The other issue I have is a 14-year-old having a weapon. So it's just a lot of things. It's too much with this case.
What state was this case in?
South Carolina.
Thank you. Thank you.
Couple things. Mr. Chow, I don't think was claiming self-defense. Just so people understand, Mr. Chow was arguing. He saw a gun pointed at his son, and so the defense argued that he had to make the decision of, he was defending his son because he said there was a gun that was shot. So for people saying, how can you be shot in the back and claim self-defense? He wasn't claiming self-defense, okay? So that's the first thing. So there are times when people can legally be shot in the back. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. That's the first piece. The second piece is, this doesn't give any fodder to anything FBA say. Okay. The third thing is, my understanding is that they ran 100 yards from the store. That they were 100, chased them 100 yards from the store. Very interesting. Fourth thing is no, it was not an all-white jury. I'm sure many people were, but it was actually racially mixed, of all ages and all genders. This is Columbia, South Carolina. I just wanted to put those facts out. Those aren't expert facts. I just got those off the internet. So I'll leave it there. I have an opinion, but I'm afraid to give it because I don't want to be accused of being an expert, in my opinion. So.
Give the opinion, child. We know you're not no expert.
My opinion, I have two opinions. One on the case itself, I'm still working through, but I have a larger opinion. And I know many people won't like the opinion, but something is happening in America where people are forgetting that they're black. And a lot of young brothers don't have
Oh, I forgot.
models.
I forgot. I
Kind of
forgot
a
already.
conversation, as it were. And I wish that people would have that conversation. But they won't. On the case itself, I think it's an utter tragedy. I think Mr. Chow, I think these store owners with these guns, while I understand why they have them, I think it is absolutely deplorable. This man has shot multiple people. I understand why they charged him with murder. I think a lot of silly takes, uninformed. So what happens? All like overcharge. People use this. They don't know South Carolina law. When I was reading about the case, I looked it up. It makes perfect sense why they charged with murder, given the circumstances of the case, and that's what he was indicted for. And if you overcharge, you're gonna get out charged with manslaughter. The manslaughter charge might have actually been provable than a murder charge if you go look up the distinction.
This is super dog. This is the super cheesy. We got raw
murder in South Carolina.
and
So, I don't know, that's it. I think the man should have been convicted. I think it's obvious murder. It's obvious killing with intent to my mind. Now, I didn't sit in the case. I wasn't on the jury trial. I didn't get tuna melts, but from the outside looking in, that's just my opinion. But I see Ada said what's happening right now, and so forth. She can come up and tell me what I said that was wrong, or Sonny can come and tell me I'm not an expert in my opinion. Anybody can come up. I don't care. I'm done.
Da is my favorite debater, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
She said, I don't know what's happening right now, so I don't know what I said that warranted that comment, so we'll see. Go ahead, Ada.
I said, what is happening right now? You don't know what's happening right now. Come on. Why'd you lie?
No, you said, no. If someone's speaking, you're saying what's happening right now, that means something they're saying you disagree with, or is confusing, or is
Because I was confused about your comment.
Yeah,
About
which part were they
young brothers don't know that they're black. Like,
yeah, because they don't have role models to tell them as such.
oh, yeah. Role model. Yeah. What do you mean
yes,
by that?
Black men are failing young black men. Do you disagree?
But, like, in this case, what is that?
Because I'm talking about a larger pattern of the ways in which young black men navigate the country, especially in places like South Carolina.
Okay, so
And what I'm saying is they don't have people, men, teaching them what it means to be a young black man in America, but instead they're sort of navigating the world on their own as young as men when they're still boys. That's all I'm saying.
And this boy is an example of that? Or?
Yeah, because he was carrying he was 14, carrying
I'm just like chilling on his couch. And then the next day I moved to my next place, so I didn't really see
That should give me pause.
And then I get to my own place and we finally got fucking bed after so long and it's my bed. So like I set up everything. I like fold my clothes, put it in the closet.
Is the oh wow because you didn't hear that detail? That's what I'm trying to find out. What was the
Yeah,
oh
she
wow?
was blindsided by that.
Brother, let her answer, please.
Don't talk to me like that, bro. Chill.
No disrespect to you, but I
Don't just chill. You're not my dad, bro. Chill. Yeah, but I didn't.
Black men to black boys. That's what I'm talking about as an internal conversation. But he does disagree, so I'll invite him up too. Because, oh wow, what? You don't think that? You think? I think I said automatic. Maybe it was semi-automatic. I apologize. Semi-automatic. I don't get it. So, Ada, you're saying, oh wow, that you think young 14-year-old boys should be walking around in the public sphere with semi-automatic pistols?
No, I don't agree with that, but I don't see how that comment is relevant here. He can go in there.
It's not relevant here. I said it's not relevant to the case.
Okay, so you just wanted to make a statement. Because it sounded like it's not just like all the rhetoric that I'm hearing about.
The man should be convicted for murder. People literally just want to argue. It's so stupid. I said it has nothing to do with this case, but as a general matter, there is a failure among black men with black children that we need to have those conversations, or people need to have. I'm not having any conversations with anybody, but people should be having those conversation. I've had my conversation. I can't have it anymore. I'm old and I ran out of PP. I don't even understand what is. I don't understand what is wow or controversial about saying a 14-year-old boy of any race, but we're talking about a young black boy. He's a boy walking around with a gun, a semi-automatic pistol, is not a failure somewhere. Systemic, parental, familiar, etc.
In Columbia, South Carolina.
Anywhere, but especially in a place like Columbia, South Carolina. I'm really talking about like in certain places. Yeah.
I mean, I just find it interesting how no one knew he had a gun until this man killed him, and then they found a gun on him. But you know.
Oh yeah,
I guess
agree. That's a different matter.
I guess.
I think it was definitely murder. I mean, the statute says with malice. It's just simply with malice, malicious intent. And it's clear if you chase somebody with a gun and you didn't know they had a gun for 100 yards for stealing water, that feels very malicious to me. But I'm just talking about.
No, I'm just saying I mean, I have a different opinion about that gun, but it's fine.
That's a different discussion. So I just want to know what's wrong about saying that black fathers and black men aren't doing well enough. But I guess everybody believes the CDC report.
You think the gun was planted?
I mean, I just find it interesting that the gun was there.
Did they explore
and
that?
All of a sudden, it's used to justify why he had to protect his son. But
did the prosecution
never was seen
explore
on
that?
camera, never was mentioned beforehand. But okay.
Did the prosecution explore the gun?
They did.
Did what?
I asked if the prosecution explored the origins of the gun.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know either, so that's what I'm asking.
They did.
They did, and how did they do that? Do you know?
Yeah, they did. They investigated. They determined it was his gun.
Oh wow, okay.
What did they say?
I'll try to find the transcript records, but the reporting said it was his gun.
Yeah, it says in the reporting,
Investigators
did decide, based on public reporting,
I didn't say it was
it was
planted.
concluded. So they haven't released how he obtained it and who supplied it, but he did have a gun. And the gun had a laser sight on it.
Why would somebody with a gun run? Usually, people with guns, are very bold and not fearing. Why would he run with a gun? That just doesn't seem, consistent.
Why would someone steal a bottle of water?
He didn't steal the bottle of water.
He did.
The boy or the shooter? Who would run with a gun?
I don't think anybody with a gun would run from somebody else. That's the last thing I do with a gun.
Both people.
He's 14.
Did you watch the video?
What does that have to do with how a gun imbues you with confidence and fun?
Did you see the video? They chased him. He just looked back, and they were already maybe five steps behind them. So first reaction, you gotta
People clutch when they're scared.
Space.
They don't
Create
run.
space. You gotta create space.
People don't do that with guns.
So you can have time to get the gun.
Nobody does that with a gun. Nobody. Every gun owner is practicing their quick draw, practicing their clutch, practicing their brandishing before it ever even happens. What does that have to do with it? You think he doesn't practice?
Fucking experience.
I agree. He doesn't
How
have
do you
any
know how long he had
experience.
this gun? How do you know how long he had it?
I agree he doesn't have any experience shooting people, but I'm sure he has a ton of experience clutching his gun, holstering it, pulling it out, cocking it. I'm sure he's practicing that all. Yes. I'm sure he's doing it all the time. I'm also sure he's always imagining himself being bothered, being accosted, and clutching. That's what I know is most likely happening before he thinks that, I should start running now.
So it sounds like you have a stereotype and a bias.
Yeah, you're right. That means I'm wrong then, right? If I make that quote assumption.
You just have an inherent bias. That's it.
Right. So
Yes, I have an inherent
okay, so
bias.
let's go with that notion. Let's go with that notion. Despite him practicing and brandishing it, like in the mirror and all of that, when he was shot, he was in the process of running. He did not use all of that practice and all of that bravado that a gun can give you and a weapon and all of that. He did not send that energy towards the people that were
Yeah, that
chasing.
seems
I
strange.
have a question. Why do y'all think that because somebody has a gun or they've had training on how to use a gun, that they would know? Like, I don't know.
Also, where was the gun on him?
Yeah, so what it, so,
Where,
you
where
know,
was it?
so.
Where was it on? Was it in his?
They said-
Was it in the bag?
That's what I'm about to say.
They
It's
said
somewhere-
it fell